From the Brightside Tavern in Jersey City, New Jersey, it's In the Spotlight with Earl Morgan and Tinia Bland.
Again, welcome to In the Spotlight. I'm your host, Earl Morgan, with my co-host, Tinia Bland. We're here again with another show, and this is about Fashion Week in Jersey City. We have with us Desha Jackson, that's D-E-S-H-A, Desha, because I've never seen it spelled like that before. She is going to fill us in on what we can expect for Fashion Week here in Jersey City. She is a very capable lawyer and woman about town, so she knows what she's talking about. So let's get to it. Tinia, would you talk to ask Desha?
It would be my pleasure. Good evening, and welcome to Spotlight with Earl Morgan and Tinia Bland.
Thank you.
So tell us, I understand you brought fashion to the city.
Yes, we did.
How long? What do we hope to see? And tell us, what does the week offer?
Sure. We've been here for 4 years. We started in 2012. It is produced by my charity, DLJ Give to Live Community Foundation, and I am the coordinator for the week.
Now tell us that again.
DLJ Give to Live Community Foundation. It's a project of United Charitable Programs. So they're my fiscal sponsor, and we produce the Fashion Week. And we've been doing it for 4 years. We've given $6,000 away to 12 different charities in the neighborhood, in the state, and some are in the country.
What charities, to name a few?
Sure. We've given to the Boys and Girls Club. We've given to the Snowflake Youth Foundation, which was during the Super Bowl, which was the NFL foundation. We've given to the Hope Center. We've given to Art House Productions in Jersey City. We've given to so many. It's so many that I can't even think of. I'm thinking of the place, but the name is not coming to me really
How do you
quickly.
choose these foundations that you give to?
Sure. My mission of my charity is all the things that I care about. So, the sick and disabled, women and children, athletes, law enforcement, religion. So, the groups come out of my mission. And so we give through fashion, sports, and entertainment.
So do they apply?
No, actually in the last 4 years, I've actually chosen the theme for each Fashion Week as to who we're going to give proceeds to. And I go around and kind of find people who fit that theme. So this year we're giving to the homeless, we're giving to Habitat for Humanity, Hope House, and Covenant House.
Very nice. Covenant House, Hope House, and Habitat
For
Humanity.
yes.
Got it. So, what will we see? How many do we have? How many designers do you have?
Sure.
I know I read there's something for children.
Yes, there is. We always have a children's show on our Friday evening, so we have about 8 designers now because I had 2 return from last year. And then opening night is always our International Designer Night at VB3, and that'll be, we have 2 African designers. Wednesday is our VIP night. We have an Indian designer. We always have a celebrity designer. We have Big Chan coming from LA. She used to be in Snoop Dogg's rap group, and now she has the House of Cinderella, so she's going to give us 25 looks. And then on Thursday, we have our first hair and makeup show. We're the first fashion week in the country to have a hair and makeup show during our fashion week. Friday's our children's show and our contest for high school and college designers. And then Saturday's our big show where we have about 15 designers from different areas. And Sunday's our brunch, which will be here at Brightside Tavern.
Desha, why don't more people know about Fashion Week? I was surprised that so many people called to ask, what is it?
Well, we've been pushing advertisement every year. We can't control the press. There was a year where I was on every channel you could name. I've been on cable TV. We've been on 12, Channel 9, Channel 5. Sometimes they run it in the paper, sometimes they don't. But it's not because we're not out there.
Okay. So where would we look each night? Because it's 5 nights?
6 nights.
6 nights.
JerseyCityFashionWeek.com is
Okay.
the website, and then on
Let's say it again.
Sure.
So let's write it down.
JerseyCityFashionWeek.com. Everything is there. So on our event schedule page, you could see the schedule, and then we have a ticket page where you can buy your tickets.
Okay, so if they're going to buy their tickets, tell us how much they are, and is there a package for all 6 nights?
Sure.
And if they only go to one night, give us the
Sure.
itinerary.
There is a package. It's called an all access pass that you can get online. I believe it's $110 for one and $200 for 2 people. So you can buy that online and then come every night. That's including the brunch. Most tickets are $20, with the exception of Wednesday night, our VIP night, it's $50 because we're at Maritime Park, and Sunday, our brunch is $28.
So what would we see on those nights?
Sure, we would see fabulous designers. We have a good time. It's a time for networking and socializing as well. But each night we have a segment where we're going to see some great clothing for some up-and-coming designers. I like to keep it at people who are really trying to break in or, just started, because where are they going to show? They can't afford to do New York Fashion Week or the bigger Fashion Week. So we're a fashion week that gives everybody an opportunity in the community, and that's models too. So it's not just agency models. People who you might see around the way will be on our runway.
Now, you said you've been doing this for 4 years.
4 years,
correct?
yes.
What was your inspiration? What is the moment that you said this is a good idea?
Well, it was mentioned to me by someone else, suggested that maybe I should look into it because I had a sports and entertainment business and I practice in that area as a lawyer. And so I did, and I said this would be a great way to give back, and because I'm a Christian, I want to give back, and it's kind of like a ministry to me because I went from zero to $20,000 in the first year, and it was just a testament of faith of what God can do if you keep persevering and believing.
Good for you. So your charities, you were telling me, if you remember, what were last year's charities?
Last year we did the sick and disabled. We had Monique Techniques.
Yes.
We honored her. And we also gave to, and I'm looking at their faces but can't remember their
okay.
names. But I know Monique was one of them, and we had 2 others because we were doing the sick and disabled. They're in the Heights. Why can't I think of their name?
Oh, that's okay,
Yeah,
because I wanted
they're in
to
the
ask
Heights.
you. So you award the charities not just with money, but you also actually award them during Fashion Week.
Yes, we do. We decided to add them. We give out an award every year to several people called JCFW People of Influence Award. We've given it to Senator Cunningham. We've given it to celebrities, semi-celebrities, for people who give back to the community, because we're giving Fashion Week, and that's what I wanted it to be about. So in addition to giving to people that we choose, we also started giving it to the different nonprofits for what they do. So last year was the first year that we did that. So we gave it to all 3 of the nonprofits that we honored.
So is it just those nonprofits, or is there someone being honored?
Oh yeah, there's definitely someone. It's a St. Joseph School for the Blind. That's why I had to say it. Yes, we gave them money last year too. Yes, this year we're honoring Assemblyman Carmelo Garcia.
Yes.
And we're also honoring a blogger, Chickpea from Jersey City, who's very well known, because we wanted to highlight people who talk about fashion and talk about Jersey City. So those are the 2. And we're also honoring Pat Drennan, who's one of our photographers, who's donated thousands of pictures to the charity so we could have pictures up in our gallery. And so we're honoring him for what he's done for us and also what he does in the community with the kids in lacrosse.
So thanking those that make Fashion Week possible.
Exactly.
Good.
Exactly.
It starts at home.
That's right. That's right.
So what would a person that isn't interested in fashion, what would bring them? What can you tell our audience when we get back that would spur some of our men that are the football fans or those that sit on the couch to read? Help us with that, because I'm going to come no matter what. But how do I bring my partner? Okay? When we get back. And we'll be right back.
Brightside Tavern, in my opinion, is the go-to because it's a comfortable place. Reminiscent of Cheers restaurant with a rectangular bar, where people coming in, seeing one another, communicating right away with one another. Besides the obvious, obviously, a restaurant like this has very good food and very affordable pricing. With that being said, it's about attitude. The staff here is very friendly. I'd like to think that I have something to do with that, and that really at my age, I want to just please people. It's not all about the money. I want people to have a great experience, and the people I hire catch on to that, okay? And it shows, and we have a lot of fun with our customers, and we allow them to be themselves as if almost they were home. We have 2 other rooms where people are seeking to have parties there because we know we make it comfortable. Each room is almost like an entertainment center with karaoke built in, musical videos, and the like. Again, people walk out saying, wow, I had a good time at the Bright Side.
Welcome back to In the Spotlight. My name is Earl Morgan. I'm your host for the program, and I'm here today with, as usual, my trusty right hand, Tinia Bland.
Thank you.
How are you today, Tinia?
Fabulous day. What about you, Earl?
Well, it's been up and it's been down. Right now, it's more up than down.
Good.
Yes, and we are in the throes of another one of our shows here on GoProRadio.com. We would like to introduce our guest for this segment, and I'll turn that over to Tinia to do the honors of telling us about Panache.
Well, I want to tell everyone that you should wake up because Fashion Week is September 22nd through 27th. The 22nd through the 27th. And Panache is one of the premier lines that will be sponsored at that week-long show. Panache by St. Ricardo. And Panache by St. Ricardo has a face. And they have
Patricia
A. Richardson.
That's right.
This is the spokesperson for Panache. And Panache is fine leathers with fur. Now, who doesn't like that?
And they surely do. Well, our company, Panache, which is a new company, it was funded by a young man named Richard Bland, and it's exotic, it's sexy, it's hip hop, it's mixed with urban, it's mixed with everything. What we're doing here, we're trying to bring new stylists, new designers with leather and furs and exotic skins, things that are, just beautiful and exotic, so we can, have different genres of different things. You want to feel sexy today, you put on a leather jacket. You want to feel happy, you put on a nice little vest with your suit. It's just different things you can do with Panache. Panache is just very worldwide.
Now, I've seen some of these items, so I think you're being a little, not telling everything, because I've seen some fabulous silver foxes on some of those leathers. Yeah. I've seen the red foxes on some of these leathers. Mm-hmm. I see that these jackets aren't the cuts that we usually see. So I want to know about how are these designed? Because I've also seen we've gone through a couple of seasons and some colors we never see in leather.
Right.
Didn't you have beaver also? I think I saw a beaver. I think I saw a silver fox. I thought I saw a snake.
Yeah, you saw python. You saw alligator, gator. You saw, what else we have? We have all different type of birds. We have coyote, raccoon, chinchilla, mixed with everything.
That's right.
And
that
so
beautiful.
So we're just basically taking a lot of new items that we have. We have some sweaters here that we're going to revamp over. We're getting a contract with Coogee, and what we're going to do is basically add our leather to this fashion. Now, I know everyone knows about Coogee sweaters. It's a popular. And the owner, who is Mr. John, he gave us a chance to be able to work it out.
So this is really up and coming. Mm-hmm. But you have to talk to me about these colors, because I think I saw, it wasn't a teal green, it wasn't a lime green. I know I saw, but these are not the usual colors even, Earl. Mm-hmm. They're not blacks, they're not browns. I mean, these are out of this world, really shocking colors, things you want to wear.
Right, more tropical.
Yes.
More bright and things like that. Something a little bit different from the average colors when it comes to leathers.
And the cuts, because something's different about the cuts. I think I'm noticing, unless the designer has changed, something different with the shoulders, something coming down the arms. These collars have something going on. And there's always something going on in the back of these jackets.
Yeah, we're mostly like more motorcycle styles with the cuts we have, where there are more add-on additions of the pieces with the shoulder pads, more high collars with the cuts, with the color, more sharper lines and things like that we're working with.
And I think I saw a white leather men's short set.
Yes.
A white leather men's short set this summer.
We haven't seen that in a while.
So what kind of leather are you using in the summer?
Well, we're using lambskin.
Oh, okay, the softest.
Yes, the lambskin. That's that's our popular skin right now. We have is lambskin.
So who's buying this? Because it looks extremely expensive. So who are some of your bigger customers?
Celebrities, basketball players.
I saw a boxer. Mm-hmm. I saw boxers.
Boxers,
okay.
Basically basketball players, football players, and also too. Then we're trying to also go. We're going to take our leather with the little. Oh, sorry. I'm sorry.
That's okay.
The new machines that they have, what they're using, that everybody's rolling back, the shoeboxers they call them, I think they call them. So we're gonna try to get a contract with the company where you put the leather on top of those machines too also.
Oh, so you're great collaborators, and you have the big companies that are willing to invest.
Yes, they are.
So tell me, what would we look forward to Fashion Week? What will Panache be knocking us out with?
A lot of beautiful colors like we talked about earlier. And then also too, we have great models that are going to be able to issue our furs. More furs we're coming out with, designs with the chinchillas and the more lambskin. And sometimes we're even thinking about doing some leggings, leather leggings.
Oh, okay.
We're working on that.
So you're going to do furs, not just fur and leather? You're going to actually do furs?
We're mixing furs with the leathers.
Okay.
So it's a combination of both.
So not just the collars, but maybe the sleeves or who knows what?
Everything. Sometimes we're even thinking about doing the little buttons, little accessories also too. So that's what we're doing right now. Taking it to the next level.
So you know what? We're going to break in a couple of minutes, but what we want to know is, where does this designer get his or her ideas?
Okay.
Tell us some secrets. We'll be right back.
You're listening to content developed by the GoPro Radio Network, the fastest growing network in the galaxy. GoPro Radio Network. Listen to the voices in your head.
Attention. Parents of children in Hudson County school districts including Harrison, West New York, Jersey City, Hoboken, and Union City. You may qualify for free or low-cost childcare. The Urban League of Hudson County is providing parents with the opportunity to apply if eligible for before and after school care for children 3 and 4 years old. Find out how. Come to our offices or call at 201-451-8888 extension 186. Urban League of Hudson County.
Welcome back to In the Spotlight with Earl Morgan and Tinia Bland. Good evening.
Good evening, Tinia.
Good evening again.
Good evening.
How are you feeling?
Feel great.
So tell us about this St. Ricardo.
Well, St. Ricardo is a designer. He is inspired by love, he told me. Love is what he puts into his fashion. He loves fashion. He just loves art. He loves life. He loves trees. He loves people. He loves food. He loves color. So basically what he does with his designs is he creates it with love. And that is what an emotional thing that creates for him to make what he makes and creates.
The clothes are so unique. The leather, the furs, the cuts. price range would this be in? What am I looking at for the chinchilla or the what was that? It was some kind of snake.
The python.
Yeah, the python.
The python.
You know, and this silver fox versus this red fox. I mean, because the collars, the leather coats I've seen are beautiful in and of themselves.
Right.
So I'm wondering about our price ranges.
Price ranges maybe about 500 and up, but it's very affordable for everyone. So, and then also too, we do special designs. We do custom mades.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking at, because no two look alike.
Right.
Is that, am I seeing that, or are some just alike? Because I've never seen two that were alike.
No, they're mostly, a lot of them are custom made. We'll come in and everyone comes in and we'll do a consultation with them where we can design a coat that's just for you, or design a bag that's just for you. And you might be the only person, or someone else might have your coat, but it's just sometimes basically for you with a little twist of your style.
Oh, good designer.
Well, let me ask this. The sweater that you held up before, what is the price range of that sweater?
Roughly about maybe $200 the most. Depending. This is just maybe by itself. Now, when you add the leather into the collar and things like that, it might get up a little bit more pricey. But then also we have jackets also too. More jackets.
Yeah, would you
Can I
please show
see
that jacket, please?
The sweater.
Hold it. So I'm looking at this, and I know when I looked at, hold this a second. When I looked at the leather jackets, I would be surprised if I didn't see leather sleeves on this with a collar.
Yes.
And because I've seen this over and over again. What is going on with that cut in the back? There's something that I see as a signature.
Oh, you're seeing?
That's okay.
You're seeing the lines in the back.
Right.
The lines in the back, and it's more like it's a raised. More of a raised texture, and bumpy looking more in the back with the lines cut, and then it's more in an angle with V's,
Right.
depending different things like that. And then sometimes we have them on the shoulders, and we have them in the elbows, and then we have them in the cufflinks.
Is that the signature of
Yes,
Panache?
the back. The lines in the
Okay,
back.
thank you.
That's the
Perfect.
signature.
Okay.
So tell us about this jacket.
And also, too, we're doing a line for While Out with Nick Cannon.
Oh,
Nick
okay.
Cannon. So he's ordering some of these jackets for some of the, the performers that are on there. Performance show While Out. We're doing custom made jackets.
Okay. I really look. These buttons are gorgeous. Oh, okay.
What's the price range of something like that?
Something like this, maybe 400 and above, depending on how we design.
Only
more.
400?
Yeah, maybe
Okay.
4 and more, It depends on your style of what you want. But the rough starts on 4 and better.
Okay.
And more.
So tell us a little bit about this Style Week. Tell us something about that, because this is new for me. I've always got my head in a book or something like that.
So what night does Panache have? Because we know it's a week.
Right.
So does Panache have what will Panache be doing? Fashion Week.
Well, we're going to be having a show. We're going to be showing all of some of the newest collection that we have coming on the 25th of October.
25th.
Yep. Yep.
And where will we go?
December. It's
Okay.
good. Well, we good.
Yeah.
Okay. We're gonna have a show on the 25th of this month.
Oh, the 25th.
The 25th of this month. So it's a big fashion show that we're gonna have. I know you said that we were, for Fashion Week.
Right.
We're gonna do that.
Okay. So who will we be looking at for your models?
We have
Anyone?
celebrity models, Smith & Wesson, boxers.
Smith & Wesson will
Yep.
be back. Okay.
Yep. And we're gonna have Mr. Nick Cannon might come through. We never know what he might do. So, and then maybe have some celebrity rappers who also pass by.
Okay.
Okay, so we're talking about a real event.
And an exclusive line. Now, for those of us that would like to look at the line, where do we go? And who do we call?
We call Panache, Patricia A. Richardson.
And how do you spell that?
Patricia, P-A-T-R.
Panache.
Oh, Panache. P-A-N-A-C-H-E. Panache.
And what's the website?
The
You have a
website is, it's on, just you can look us up on Instagram.
Oh.
Panache for Instagram. So you'll find all our information on Instagram. Just go to Panache. We
And-
have all of that on
And
there.
who do we call? Is
We
there
call-
a number?
There is a number. It's Richard Bland. It's on there.
Okay.
Rick Bland.
So we go to
So it's Instagram, Panache.
Get the whole thing.
Right, and you'll find all the information there on Panache.
Thank
And
you.
you'll see all of our styles of the different types of jackets, bags, everything from fur mixed with the leather, everything.
Do you sell the men purses, the men bags?
Yes, we do.
Because I saw some fine
Shoulder
ones
bags.
in
We have
leather.
we have some of the men bags too, the big duffel bags, and we also have like the book bags.
Okay.
In terms of how do you design for men? Is it just jackets or is it anything else, shirts or suits or anything like
Well,
that?
right now we're just concentrating on the jackets and the bags, and then for further on we'll have like I was saying, the leather leggings, and we'll do maybe some a little more accessories, things like that. So then working with hats and things like of that nature.
And I know during the summer I saw the leather sets, the leather short
yeah,
sets.
the two pieces, yes.
So thank you, and we wish you good luck
Thank
on
you.
Fashion Week.
You too. Thank you.
Thanks for being here.
Appreciate
And
it.
we will be around. We'll be watching closely, taking some pictures, and we'll be showing some of that on future shows.
Thank you.
And,
Hopefully you come back.
I want you to know that you were our introduction to Fashion Week. This is how we heard
That's
about
exactly
it.
right.
Okay.
So thank you.
Thanks.
The Brightside Tavern, in my opinion, is the go-to because it's a comfortable place. Reminiscent of Cheers restaurant with a rectangular bar, where people coming in, seeing one another, communicating right away with one another. Besides the obviously restaurant like this has very good food and very affordable pricing. With that being said, it's about attitude. The staff here is very friendly. I'd like to think that I have something to do with that, and that really at my age I want to just please people. It's not all about the money. I want people to have a great experience, and the people I hire catch on to that, okay? And it shows, and we have a lot of fun with our customers, and we allow them to be themselves, as if almost they were home. We have 2 other rooms where people are seeking to have parties there because we know we make it comfortable. Each room is almost like an entertainment center with karaoke built in, musical videos, and the like. Again, people walk out saying, wow, I had a good time at the Brightside.
Welcome back to In the Spotlight here at the Brightside Tavern in Jersey City. And I have to mention that because this place is a phenomenal place for people to come to. As a matter of fact, our guest today, Desha Jackson, the Brightside is one of her sponsors, I believe.
Yes, Tommy has been with me since the beginning.
And we have to talk about Tommy. I have to do my thing about Tommy. Tommy Two Scoops, or Tommy Parisi. His nickname is Tommy Two. That's how everybody knows him. Tommy Two Scoops. You have to come down here because this place is incredible. It's a very cozy, intimate sort of a restaurant and bar where people of all sorts get together. I run into friends, writers, politicians, all kinds of people here. And Tommy is, I call him the impresario.
Because Tommy is a man of the community.
He is. And this place is just burgeoned. This was part of the so-called gentrification of Jersey City that is really, really, really good. And as I said, he's also one of the sponsors for the Fashion Week. So, and I believe that your brunch will be here.
Yes, it will on Sunday.
So take us through the days so we'll know what
Our
what
brunch-
events you'll be having.
We just started our brunch last year. We had about 40 people attend. It's wonderful. It's called Estelio Moto Camino, which is where fashion and food collide for the soul. And what we do is we have a speaker who will come and say something spiritual, give everybody a good message, talk about fashion. And then we have, I'm going to have a singer this year come and do some jazz for us. And then we have fashion. We have a couple of boutiques. Sunday I've reserved for boutiques because mostly fashion weeks are about designers. They're not about stores. But there are a lot of stores out there there that people go to and they like in small stores, you know. So I reserve that just for boutiques to show on Sunday. So we have about 10 looks each, and we have 2 boutiques, and Ashley Stewart is joining us this year. And so Ashley Stewart will be putting some clothing in here when we have our brunch at the Bright Side. Our speaker this year, we're very excited, is Rachel Johnson. She is a stylist. Rachel is a stylist for LeBron James and Chris Bosh. She does all the major athletes. So we're really excited to have her, and she's taking time out of her schedule and donating her services to speak with people. So people come out, because when are you going to get next to somebody like that? It'd be great if people want to come out to the brunch. We really need people to support it. Our opening night is at VB3. We have 2 designers. It'll be a lot of networking and socializing. Hopefully someone from the city or county will come and open us up. We always have
VB3 at?
VB3 is on 475 Washington Boulevard. It's right next to the Westin downtown.
You're listening to content developed by the GoPro Radio Network, the fastest growing network in the galaxy. GoPro Radio Network. Listen to the voices in your head.
Attention. Parents of children in Hudson County School Districts, including Harrison, West New York, Jersey City, Hoboken, and Union City. You may qualify for free or low-cost childcare. The Urban League of Hudson County is providing parents with the opportunity to apply if eligible for before and after school care for children 3 and 4 years old. Find out how. Come to our offices or call at 201-451-8888 extension 186. Urban League of Hudson County.
You're listening to content developed by the GoPro Radio Network, the fastest growing network in the galaxy. GoPro Radio Network. Listen to the voices in your head.